Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Hold up. Drop that beat!
Yeah!
Yo, what up? It's your boy T was Blazing the Sports. Yes, of course, I am back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. And guys, let's give a special shout out to the one, the only America's Pastor Travels in the building. How are you doing, my friend? Listen, it's time to work. I am back in the gym, guys. I'm back at it like a crack at it, pumping iron and getting that cardio. But today we got to talk about something. We got to talk about something that I think needs to be talked about. Give you my live opinion. Iron Mike Tyson says he's returning to the ring. Been putting out some videos showing explosiveness, showing destruction, striking the fear in many, and all he did was hit the pads. Hit some mitts. Looking in tremendous shape. But the question that's on my mind, the question that is on my mind, is it a good decision or a bad decision for a retired, former unified, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world at the age 53 to be making a return to the ring? Guys, listen, this is not basketball. We've seen, when it comes to basketball, when a fighter gets older, you see him lose a step, right? Just can't keep up with the younger guys. Little bit off. Football just can't hit the hole like he used to. Can't hit the mark like he used to. You don't play boxing. If you get old in boxing, you get hit in boxing. You get old in boxing, you get hurt in boxing. Guys, welcome to the channel again. I am T was Blazing the Sports, and I'm back here like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Just got off of my 9 to 5, and now I'm gonna come back and give you this work like I get it. The one, the only Poetic Kills in the building, the Georgia Peach, there are many, but there's only one Poetic Kills. Let's get it. All right, guys, let's turn it down just a little bit. We gotta work. If I can. Hold on, guys. I'm messing something up. There we go. All right, guys, welcome. Sorry for not being as consistent, guys. You know, my work is so demanding and so crazy that it's hard for me to get the time, but I got the time. I'm making time. My son is with his mom today, so you know how it is. I get in where I fit in. That's what she said. But let's get to it. Guys, how do you feel about this, man? We got Mike Tyson, 53 years old. Mike Tyson returning to the ring, guys. And just when we thought we heard it all, Evander Holyfield said, wait a minute, me too, at the age 57. I believe somebody said Evander Holyfield said his ear need a rematch. So let me get a couple things right. Let me get a couple things off my chest and give you guys some things to chew on, right? You can put some mayo and pickles on it. It doesn't matter, right? At least let me get you the bread and butter, and you can put whatever in between to make it a sandwich. How do you feel about Mike Tyson coming back at the age 53? Listen, I saw the mitt work. He looked explosive. Dynamite. Maybe he can beat some people. But the question is, guys, been out of the sport 15 years, give or take. How will he hold up to these younger, bigger, explosive, taller heavyweight champion? I'm not saying they're more talented. That's a matter of opinion. Some are, some isn't, depends on what you think. But the truth is, most of these guys at this level now deliver a big punch. So while you're chewing on that, getting your thoughts ready, getting ready to put something in the chat or in the post video comments, what do you think about a rematch between two old men settling the score once and for all? Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. 53 versus 57. Is it like, well, I guess two old people, so it's kind of safe. It's not like they can find somebody younger. Or do you look at like, listen, I get it. Both of them are older, not as dangerous, but the fact is, no one over 50 years old should be taking punches to the head. That's it. And I'm telling you guys, there's so many people that's going to fall on either way of this. And part of me immediately made me think, maybe they're coming back for the money, right? That's what making me think they're coming back for the money. But when I heard Mike Tyson do an interview, it made me think that he was coming back maybe a little bit more besides just the money. I can't remember who he was talking to, but he was getting very emotional, and he was talking about fighting is all he knows. Fighting is all he's got, and like, in so many words, how he feel dead right now. Like currently, this before he announced coming back, is like how he didn't feel like nothing. Because he wasn't doing all he knew, and that was to fight. Yes, him coming back right here could lead to some paper. But is it that old man that's just trying to get back that feeling of fulfillment that he hasn't felt in 15 years? Hasn't gotten that same respect in 15 years. But with all that being said, is it a good idea or not? You be the call. Here we go in the building. Let's talk about it. It's like, what is the point? Why is he coming back now? Lifestyle Tony, Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield, Riddick Bowe, all coming back. You know what? I heard about James Toney. I heard about Evander Holyfield. I heard about Mike Tyson. You know what? I might have heard about Riddick Bowe. I'm not sure. But Mitch don't hit back. You're right. You're exactly right. Mitch don't hit back. I remember if you guys seen the movie Enter the Dragon, starring one of my favorite martial artists, favorite actors, just people that's influenced me, Bruce Lee. When he was getting ready to fight the guy that basically was about to either kill or rape his sister, and she ended up committing suicide, so he didn't do it. And he held out a board and hit the board and broke it, right? And Bruce Lee said, "Boards don't hit back," right? Now, listen, guys, I said this in the video I posted, right? And I hate it because I couldn't tell how the audio was, a little bit too loud from what I like. But listen, we back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers. Let's work. So, remember, guys, subscribe to the channel. Check out the membership tabs. We got 3 membership tiers. Please consider joining one. Now let's get to it. Let me give you my thoughts, and I'm gonna jump back in. Ethan Allen in the building. What's cracking, homie? Afternoon with you. Porter Kill said, let's see him fight, then we will be able to tell. Okay. All right. Now we get a little bit different. Poetic Kills, the lovely one, the Georgia Peach, said, let's see what happens. If you have not seen him hit the mitts, there's actually more videos out there. Listen, he looks destructive, right? He looks ferocious. Honestly, at 53 years old, he's faster than a lot of fighters I've seen that was aging at 30-some years old. I would be lying if I would say I wasn't impressed. But here's what we have to remember. The last time he fought was 15 years ago. There's not many things that get better in time outside of wine. It's very hard for me to see Iron Mike Tyson doing something tremendously better than what he was doing before he retired. He hasn't been hit in the head in 15 years from somebody who's trying to take him out. If he does start sparring, I don't think they're going to put him in there with anybody that's going to try to kill him before he actually make it to the ring and make that check clear. Now, is it possible to put him in there with favorable matchups that he could win? That is possible. They said Brad Knuckle offered him $20 million. To me, honestly, I wouldn't do it. Mike Tyson, listen, first of all, if he goes in there and fights with basically some hand wraps on, with the knuckles exposed, I just don't think it's a good look. You know, I would prefer if he did come back to do it in boxing. Don't do it in bare knuckles. Don't do it. Yes, they throwing a hell of a bag at you. They throwing a hell of a bag at you. But listen, and that comes back to, it's all money, good money. It's all money, good money. We seen Parliament Naji go over there. Did not look impressive. Did not look impressive. But back to my man, American Bastard Travel. When you are fighting, or when you're training, let's say that. When you're training for a fight, you can look amazing. You can look brilliant. Floyd Mayweather said it best. I'm going to take hitting the bag and performance. See, you can look amazing on the bag. You can look like a star on the bag. You can be the best bag hitter or miss hitter known to mankind. But it's different when you have to go out there and hit and get hit. And I'm just being honest, at 53 years old, I don't really want him to come back. Will I watch it because I'm a fan? Yes, I'll watch it. Yeah, I'll watch it. And listen, if he comes back, I will hope that he wins. Why would I want to see him lose? I don't. I don't want to see an old guy that I consider old in the sport of boxing, 53 years old, come back and get his brain splattered. I'm not trying to see Mike Tyson go out there at 53 and get scrambled. Young guys take blows to the head and show results later in life to where they can't speak the same, can't think the same, can't move the same. What is an old man? Listen, I know a lot of you guys dog Deontay Wilder. But if Deontay Wilder hit Mike Tyson with that right hand, that's bad news. Anthony Joshua hit him with that uppercut, it's bad news. I mean, like I said, you would have to do, and here's the thing. One of the biggest things about Mike Tyson, especially in his later career, if you get him past 4 rounds, it's a much easier fight. My thing is now, what will change? The man hasn't went. Listen, if he comes back and fight, what are you going to do? Are you going to put him in a 3 or 4 rounder? Or are you going to try to make some money, put him in a 10 rounder? Or are you going to try to make some real money and get WBC involved, make up a food stamp, a mailing stamp belt, and then make it a 12 round? I'm just saying, man. What's up, Daniel VB in the building says, Tyson back, then said his heart was not in the game. He fought for money only. Now he is 100. Tyson legend, but I really can't see him being too successful in the comeback, especially considering the last 2 fights in his career lost to journeymen. I don't know if it's the right thing, but if he comes back, I will watch. I just don't want to see him experience stuff like Roy Jones did and Paulie did as well. Listen, I get that. That's what I'm saying, guys. Listen, if Mike Tyson come back, just out of sheer respect, listen, there's a lot of things that Mike Tyson say right now and who cheers for right now that I don't agree with. There's some things that, I don't agree with. Like basically when there's a rise in an African-American champion like Floyd Mayweather, he dislikes them when they're on top. Deontay Wilder dislikes them when they're on top. I don't like that. But as a fighter, in the ring back then, Tyson was one of my favorite fighters. If he comes back, I want to see him win. First of all, I want him to come back because listen, I got to be honest. Me worried about him getting hurt conquers me seeing if he can go out there and pull out something spectacular. Because I know at 53 years old, you're more endangered to get that switch turned off You're more endangered to get hurt. And here's the thing, guys. What do we have to go off of? It's like was stated already. His last 2 fights. So you telling me in a 15-year absence for the sport, when people been out of the sport maybe a year and a half, 2 years, we don't know if they're going to be the same. Now you have to get out the sport for 15 years. Now, if it's a money thing, I get it. I get it. Because the paper's there. I get it. Listen, I'm being honest. Right now, during these times, a lot of fighters can't sell. But as crazy as it sounds, if you throw Mike Tyson name out there and possibly some kind of pay-per-view or make him a co-main event or whatever, even a main event. Hell, he can be a main event. If Logan Paul and Jake Paul can be main events, Mike Tyson can take 15 years off and be a main event. And it will make money. And it will sell. Money in the bank. Shorty, what you think? It'll sell. And I watch it, I buy it, I support them. But the fact is, what can we expect? Is it a good? See, that's the thing. That's what makes this a dilemma. Nelly, St. Louis. That's what makes this a dilemma. Do you come back because the money is there? Your name still has a buzz. He come onto YouTube, through a hot box, his YouTube channel blows up. He does something, it blows up. And Mike Tyson has not been in the ring in 15 years. And now you put him in the ring? And now he's showing out on mitts? Exploding speed? And like I say, crazy as it sounds, if he came back and fought, it'll sell. And the crazy thing is, if he came back and fought, I don't know, not no top guy, but let's just, who could he fight? Let me think, I'm thinking. Let's say Chris Arreola, or, let's see. I'm just trying to think of somebody that, maybe Chris might be a little bit tough, but, you know what? Lucas Brown. If Mike Tyson came back and fought Lucas Brown from Australia, if he fought him, it'll do okay. And the crazy thing is, it'll do better than if he fought Evander Holyfield, because I think if Tyson fights Holyfield, they're just going to look at it like two old men fighting. And people are going to be like, they should retire. But if Mike Tyson just comes back and fights somebody, Lucas is old. Let's say somewhat young, but don't have that much experience, it'll have more of a buzz about it. But Evander Holyfield said, listen, I'm coming back too. I seen Evander Holyfield on the back. He doesn't look as explosive as Mike Tyson. Is he in shape? Holyfield looks like he's in great shape. But he's 57, guys. Listen, did he beat Mike Tyson twice? Absolutely. But he's 57 now. It's like I said, guys, the only thing get better with time is wine. I think Mike Tyson coming back fighting somebody is a bigger buzz than if Holyfield came back and fought somebody. That's just to let you know how big and popular the Mike Tyson name and brand really is. Let's get it. I heard James Toney might be getting in on his comeback thing too. Yeah, Ethan, I heard the same thing, man. But the biggest name out there, to be honest, is Mike Tyson, and I get it. I know why these guys coming back. Let me tell you exactly why. When these guys fought way back, the fighters were popular, but I don't believe the money was as good as it should have been. Don't get me wrong. I think Mike Tyson money was good. Mike Tyson made good money. Don't get me wrong. But then boxing kind of just lost for a minute, right? The Klitschko brothers dominated. People thought that they were boring. The heavyweight division, there was no American, real champion. Just wasn't no good fighters in the heavyweight division. Then out of nowhere, even when Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, there still wasn't no buzz in the heavyweight division. I'm being 100% honest. Even when Mike and Tyson Fury retired, there was no buzz. I'm going to tell you what a buzz and where the money started coming back in the heavyweight division. when an American kid named Deontay Wilder started making a rise in the USA, and a UK kid by the name of Anthony Joshua started making waves. And it was a slow build up to this fight you wanted to see. And based off of those fights, right? At one time, people say, you know what? There was only one fight in the heavyweight division, and they were talking about Joshua versus Deontay Wilder. But when they did not fight each other, any person they fought, it brought a little bit of attention to them. And that's how other heavyweights started to get some shine and recognition, like Joseph Parker, Luis Ortiz, Dylan White, Dominic Brazil. That's how all these guys started getting a buzz. And out of nowhere, the heavyweight division started popping back. Tyson Fury come back in the game. Tyson Fury fights Deontay Wilder. That fight ends in an epic fashion. Anthony Joshua fighting, beat people, loses to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz now has a name. Andy Ruiz fight Anthony Joshua in the rematch. He loses, and now we got more players. And right now there is money in the heavyweight division. There's money. And a lot of these old fighters, they see the money is there. The money was not there during the Klitschko era. It was not there. They probably couldn't have got paid in food stamps. They probably couldn't have even got paid in WIC. But the money is there now. And some of these guys either didn't get paid like they should have or did not manage the money like they should have. Because, to be honest, at that age, not all of them. I think Mike Tyson, part of him, that's all he really knows. But I believe some of these other guys, it's the money. Listen, James Toney is one of my favorite fighters as well. Skills, the shoulder roll, the counter punching. But listen to James Toney now. James Toney, a lot of times can't understand what he's saying. And that's not good. I don't want a guy coming back taking any more hits to the head. Just being honest. And that's just what's going to happen. Even if, and the thing about it is, if these old guys just fought each other, I don't think people are going to care about it. If Holyfield came back and Tyson came back and Tony came back and Ridley Bowe came back and they just try to fight each other, people's not going to care about that. They're going to look at it like it's just old men fighting. It'd be the battle of who goes to the nursing home. That's what it is. The winner get the good nurse. That's what it'd be. But if these guys come back and fight some of the younger guns, not the top echelon, they should not. I'm being honest. I like Mike Tyson as a fighter. I don't agree with a lot of things he say now, but as a fighter, I like Mike Tyson. And I'm telling you right now, even you do not want to see him take a hit from Deontay Wilder. You don't want to see him in the ring with a 6'9" Tyson Fury. You don't want to see him take a shot from Joshua. You don't want to see him take a left hook from Dylan White. You don't want to see him fight a southpaw like Ortiz. You don't want to see it. You don't want to see him fight Andy Ruiz. You don't want to see it. And I'm not saying that he couldn't have good moments. I just think it'd be a bad fight. If that makes sense. We cooking. Call in. If you think I'm wrong, call in, champ. Listen, guys. 314-884-1013. If you think I'm wrong, please tell the people why. Call in. If you're not in the States, look me up on Skype. I believe it's What's Blazing or What's Blazing in Sports. He said, yes, I do. Hell yeah. I'm not sure. Call in. We got a few more minutes before I hit the gym. Listen, T-Dub is in his slim and trim phase. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going down to the gym. I'm going to beat that bag like Rocky. But let's go, man. Subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. If you want this work, I'm right here. I will answer the phone. Call 31. Matter of fact, if you don't want work, if you want to explain to the people why I'm wrong, please do me a favor. I love a difference of opinion. Now let's get it. Iron Mike Tyson. I think he's coming back because he doesn't feel full. He doesn't feel like he is wanted like he once was. See, a lot of fighters don't have a chance to retire before they get retired. They just don't know when to hang them up because they have a competitive edge. Listen, I have a drive. I always compete. My brother would tell you that. I always compete. And it's hard to say in a physical sport to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't anymore. Maybe you can find some favorable matches. If you do it right, get some favorable matches, get some young guys who is not known for having power, and then maybe you can match Mike Tyson up with them, have him look good. Remember, if Mike Tyson coming back, listen, his second half, if this is the second half of his career, it will have to be managed to the T, to the dotted I. You cannot put him in harm's way unless it is for the biggest payday that he can possibly get. And for that biggest payday that he can possibly get, I'm just telling you right now, I don't think a 53-year-old Mike Tyson is going to get that goddamn much better than 15 years ago Mike Tyson. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Listen, T-Dub, I'm not Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a better fighter than me, hands down. But I'm just telling you that T-Dub, if I go in there and I can hit that bag, I can look like a champion hitting that bag. But I'm going to tell you some things you don't get from the hitting bag. Reaction. Seeing punches, tracking punches, taking punches, recovering, giving punches, blocking punches, rolling punches, counter punches, getting hurt, surviving, going back, recovering in less than a minute, get back to your feet again, and go out there for more rounds. See, a lot of people don't know what it's like to really lace them up. And for a lot of people, that's a good thing because it's not for everyone. And if it's not for you, I would say don't do it. If it's for you, trust me, the first time you spar, you'll find out. That's when you know, either when you get hit in the face, you're like, no, it's not for me, or you say, you know what, I'm going to get better, and I'm going to whip that guy who hit me. See, when the first time I sparred, years ago, and I'm not going to lie, you know what, I can't say the first time. I would say the first time I believe I got beat in spar. The first time I sparred people that started with me. And honestly, I was way better than guys. I was way better. We had 20-ounce gloves on. Punches didn't really hurt. I was supersonic fast, and I beat the brakes off of them. It was 2 guys. And then they brought in another guy who at that time had about 5 or 6 fights. And I think he was like maybe either 4-1 or 5-1. And they thought, and he came in, he beat the 2 guys that I was beating the brakes off of. When he got in there with me, he thought he was going to beat me, and I beat him. So at that time, my confidence was high. And then I sparred this, he's a 2-time Golden Glove champion. At this time, I had no fights, just training. And when we got in the ring, it was like he was boxing circles around me. I'm not lying. He was boxing circles around me. It was hitting me, and then he was moving in circles back and forth all around me. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. 90% of that first sparring match, he got the best of me. But the last maybe 15 seconds, I tried this move that my trainer taught me. It was a double jab, step right, counter right hand. I shot a double jab, boom, boom. He tried to counter the right hand. I slipped it, came back with a right hand. Bow! Dropped his ass in the corner. Dropped him. Had him trying to get his mouthpiece. And when me and him spar, we had 12-ounce gloves on. We didn't have 20. We had 12-ounce gloves. But ever since, even though I damaged him, he fucking beat me. I went home and trained my ass off. Ran my ass off. Till the next time I sparred him, I beat him in every phase. I worked on my footwork. I worked on my speed. I worked on my hands. I worked on everything he beat me with and took it away. Until at that time, I didn't have no fights. and he told me I should have went pro. But that's just that. Let's get it. He can handle Ortiz. Heck, Ortiz was Jack Johnson's sparring partner. Oh, he called him Mohan. Let Mike fight Tyson Fury's dad. Smash a like button and buy a blazing coffee mug and a boxing geeker shirt. Listen, I gotta work on some more, guys. I gotta work on some. Listen, again, guys, I'm gonna get back to boxing. I'm sorry I haven't been as consistent. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna stop the music real quick. This is serious, real serious, and I'm gonna get back to it. I've been mentally going through a lot. My child mother person that she's going with has been beating my kid, throwing my kid, leaving marks on him. I mean, just really beating him, right? I got DFS involved. To be honest, I'm feeling like they somewhat still biased. He got marks. He's telling them what happened. She's throwing him out of bathtubs, throwing him against couches, against walls. He has marks on him everywhere. And he told them, and when they asked them about it, they said, "Oh, we was just playing." He said, "No, he wasn't. No. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get back to boxing because, like I said, I'm having people come over, I'm talking. So when I don't do a video, I'm fighting another fight. So I'm always fighting. I'll give you guys one incident. She is now dating. How do you say it? I'm not gonna say that. She's dating somebody she shouldn't date, who is putting hands on my kid that's outside of whipping him, and I am trying to stop it. But I really feel because it's a little boy that this is happening to, and that the accuser is a woman doing it to him, that they are trying to let it fall to the wayside. So when I'm not consistent, I'm fighting. So, and the thing about it is, I had to give them back to that same people. But I'm fighting. Let's get back to boxing. All right. So, and Mike Tyson. You know what? Who would you want to put Mike Tyson? Listen, he's coming back. See, you know what? The crazy thing about it is, it's not even a debate if he's coming back or not. He is coming back. The only thing is, we got to make an opinion. Is it a good decision or a bad decision? That's it. Because, and then who does he fight? Who does he fight? Now, it's like I said, if you put Mike Tyson against an old guy, I don't think it's going to sell as well, because they're going to be, you know, that like the movie where two old men fighting. I just don't think it's going to sell as well. But if you put him with somewhat of a young guy who's maybe a D+, C- type of fighter who doesn't have power, somebody that Mike Tyson should be able to knock out within 4 rounds or less. Listen, when they are doing this matchmaking, they should find somebody who they believe with 99% certainty that he can knock them out within 4 rounds or less. If you think it's going to be tough, don't do it. If you think it's going to be rough, don't do it. But remember, anything can happen. Even though guys you think that should be ran through. Anybody that Mike Tyson fight, unless they pay them off, they're going to realize this is the opportunity of a lifetime. If I beat Mike Tyson, because this fight is going to have so much media buzz, every boxing media, website, channel, SportsCenter, ESPN, First Take, everybody is going to report about this fight if he wins or if he loses. And you can make a name for yourself, put a legend on your record of beating Mike Tyson. And listen, it doesn't matter if they say it's an old Tyson or not. You did it. And that win will get you another payday. Probably get your butt whooped, but another payday. you know, Shannon Briggs, I think, you know what? How old is Shannon Briggs? Shannon's in his 40s too, right? But you know what? I think Shannon Briggs, I don't know if that's a good fight. I think Shannon Briggs still can crack. Shannon still got some pop. He's not fast to me, but I think Shannon Briggs still got some pop. Now, if Shannon Briggs was like his, let's say, see, you can fight these fighters, but you got to fight them right. Like Mike Tyson should come back, fight a give me fight. His first fight back should not be Shannon Briggs. Of course, Shannon Briggs wants that fight because 1 is money, 2 is money, 3 he's fighting Mike Tyson and going to get money. Of course, Shannon Briggs wants that fight. Of course he does, because he probably feels it's a fight he could win, especially if he can take a Mike Tyson who has not fought in 15 years past 4 rounds. I think he has a shot at winning. See, we don't, with all this training, we really don't know is Mike Tyson still punching with the same effect that he was punching people with back then. Back then, Mike Tyson hit you with a left hook, right hook, uppercut. You hurt. You're down. You're feeling it. But even though he looked, and I got to agree, he looked explosive at 53. He looks explosive at 53 on the pass. It lets me know that Mike Tyson is taking this serious. It's like I said, if Evander Holyfield's coming back, honestly, I think he's doing it for the money. Riddick Bowe, for the money. James Toney, for the money. 98% of them guys come back is for the money. But I really feel with Mike Tyson, he don't feel like the same man because he's not fighting. He's not getting the same respect. He's just not living up to himself. When he did an interview and he almost cried, and he talking about how he feel like he's dead, like he's nothing. He said he feels like he's nothing. Yes, the money is good, but I don't think he's just coming back for the money. I think Mike Tyson I think he just want to feel alive again. He want to feel that thrill again. He want the thrill of winning and just basking in the glory of returning to the spotlight and feeling like a man to him, the man that he knew. Like Goku or Super Saiyan, that glow, that feeling that you just can't feel unless you've been there. For 15 years, he hasn't been there. And even before the 15 years, the last few fights in his career, he just wasn't there. And now he had time to think. Is he thinking right? Or is he thinking left? Will he take the blue pill? Come back, have a great second part of his career? Maybe third part because he got locked up and came back. Third part of his career, come back, beat 2 people, beat what did you just say his name was again? Beat Shannon Briggs, come back, beat Joshua, beat Fury, be on top again at 53, 54, 55 years old? Do the unthinkable? Or will he take the red pill? He come back, have a good first 30 seconds, get hit with something big. Seeing a 53-year-old Mike Tyson hurt, taking flush shot after flush shot, not being able to react to these shots, hurt bad, not knowing how to survive and clinch. And every time he swings and misses, he's getting hit and hit and hit. And as we watch painfully, as a legend falls, that question will be answered when he steps in the ring. He said, Charles the gimmick. He said, what do I think about him facing demigod Charles Martin? I walk this earth like a god. I don't think so. Listen, I think Charles Martin still will be able to put up enough strap. You know what? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, Charles Martin, I don't know. I don't know. But me personally, I would probably put him in there with one of the shorter heavyweights, somebody around maybe 6 foot, 6'1", with that not that much power. Uh, Charles Demigod Martin is still what 6'6", 6'7". How tall is he? Let me look it up. I think Charles Martin is like 6'6", 6'7". The demigod, the chosen one. Yeah, I think I think he's something like that. But guys, Manuel Char, you know what? You know what? Manuel Char, that's not a bad one. Ethan, that is not a bad one. Braun Crusher Smith, Jeff, Jeff Left Hook Lacey. He wasn't even a heavyweight. What was he? Like a light heavyweight? Uh, Jeff Left Hook Lacey. You guys got jokes now. You got jokes. Guys, man, they thought he had a promising career until he went over to England and let Joe Calzaghe beat the brakes off of him. Curtis Harper. Yeah, you guys just throwing some names out there now. Stumps, Mike versus Holyfield, 10 rounds, 3 months training. Or Shannon Briggs. Listen, this is what I think. I think this is the only way you can do it. This is the only way you can do it. If Mike Tyson came back right now and fought Holyfield, I don't think it'd have quite the buzz. Would it do okay? Yes, but not quite the buzz because, to be honest, it'd be looked at like two old men fighting. But if Holyfield went out there and fought one of these journeymans and looked good, Mike Tyson went out there, fought one of these journeymans and looked good. See, the thing is, they have to look good. In order for people to buy in, they have to look good. And then if they made the third fight, people won't believe like it's just two old men fighting for a check. Right now, it's like two old men fighting for Social Security. The best man get the best care. But if they go out and they fight somebody, because they haven't fought for years, why would I want to see these two guys fight? And there's no tune-up. There's nothing to expect. And when there's nothing to expect, why am I going to pay for it? Unless you're going to put it on, if you put it on channel Fox PBC, I still think even if it does views, people they're gonna not have the same feel about it. They won't feel like they're getting their money. Even though they're not paying for it, they just don't feel like they're getting a good fight. They're going to look at who's going to have a stroke, who's going to have a heart attack. That's all going to be talked about. But if Mike Tyson went out here and let's say he fought Charles Demigod Martin, I walk this earth like a god. And if he beats Charles Martin, a former heavyweight champion of recent, and if Holyfield goes out there and let's see, who could Holyfield fight? Lucas Brown don't really got no good representation. Kristen Hammer might be still a little too tough for him. But you get what I'm saying. Fight somebody that he can probably, beat, maybe look good against. See, I just don't believe Mike Tyson can knock out Charles Martin that quick because Charles Martin is 6'6", and he's not going to stay on the inside. And I just don't believe Mike Tyson have that same foot speed. Even though Mike Tyson, I believe, have the same. Not the same, but he has good hand speed right now. I just don't know how good his foot speed is. See, when you're inside a ring, that's a different story. That's where it all counts. You can do a mid routine all you want. A mid routine is something you learn and practice to do the same thing over and over and over because you know where the mid's gonna go. You know where they're gonna be at. You know it. But it's when somebody's in front of you and they're moving and you don't know. That's when your foot speed is going to have to count. That's when your time is going to have to count. That's when your counter and punch is going to have to count. That's when you slipping is going to have to count. That's when everything comes out. I bet you any kind of money when Bernard Hopkins was training for Joe Smith, they probably thought he looked like new money in training camp. Right? But what happened when he fought Joe Smith? From round one, it was evident the way Bernard Hopkins came out there tiptoeing around the ring. I'm like, holy shit, what is he doing? Bernard Hopkins was moving like a baby around there. He was tiptoeing. And then he get knocked out the ring talking about he pushed me. Let's keep it 100. Marvin in the building. Salute, homie. What's cracking with you? Wilder versus Mike. Listen, bro. I'm telling you right now, you guys don't want that. See, a lot of you guys take Deontay Wilder for granted because he didn't get the same training as a fighter who's been training since they was little. He might not have the perfect stand. I am telling you guys right now, Deontay Wilder is 6'7" with a good jab and a right hand that will probably make the baddest man up. You just don't want to take it. Mike Tyson, don't get me wrong. Mike Tyson in his young days, 5'10". He was beating these guys. And a lot of these guys he beat was scared of him though. Deontay Wilder's not gonna be scared of him. Mike Tyson and Deontay Wilder already have bad blood. For whatever reason, Mike Tyson just don't care that much about Deontay Wilder. But I'm telling you, a 53-year-old cranium, a 53-year-old skull, if it gets hit by a right hand from Deontay Wilder, it would not stand up. It would not stand up. A younger Mike Tyson couldn't stand up to a Lennox Lewis punch. Couldn't stand up to a Holyfield punch. A 15 years ago Mike Tyson got beat by Journeyman. And you telling me now all of a sudden, 15 years later, his cranium is made of vibranium and it's going to take a Thor-like punch from Deontay Wilder? A Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet punch from Deontay Wilder? You're smoking kibbles and bits. You're smoking kibbles and bits. Where did he go, George? Where did he go? Where did he go, George? Where did he go? Mike Tyson should not fight. He should not fight Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, even Dylan White, Luis Ortiz. Like these are guys that I don't think he should fight. What would you do with a 53-year-old? He's 53, guys. He's 53. What are those cords called? He getting the AARP cords. He getting AARP cords in the mail, guys. He get discounts when he walk into Starbucks. Senior citizen, guys. Senior citizens. Mike Tyson 4 months training with dedication, sparring. You just trolling now, Pastor. Some logic, how about Nassim? Let me see. Yeah, you got, what is American Best Travel Call? Maidana weighs a lot now. You talking about Marcus Maidana? Yeah. American Best Travel trolling now. Actually, guys, I heard Chino is actually trying to work his way back down. Shannon Beard versus Mike Tyson, I think we talked about that. His mindset better now. He's in a good place. He was broke. He's rich. You know what? Here's the thing, man. Mike Tyson is, you know what? I don't know if he's in a better place or not. Let me explain. Because I don't think he's just coming back because he feels that he can compete with these guys and that he can be the world champion. I don't believe so. I think he's coming back more so that he wants to feel alive again. I don't think Mike Tyson hasn't felt fully alive since his last glory days in boxing. I think since he's been retired in boxing, doing his YouTube podcast, calling fights and talking to people, I just don't think it's giving him that same high. See, Mike Tyson, when he was on top, is like having the best crack in the world, having the best blow, the best weed in the world. But the thing is, I think he's missing that high. Right now, everything else is like a knockoff invitation. Yes, it gives him a little bit buzz, but it doesn't give him that same high. And he's chasing that high. He's chasing that high that he can only get by getting in the ring. He can only get by training for something that means something. by training and knowing that there's a payoff because there's a fight at the end of it. At 53 years old, should he be having these thoughts? At 53, listen, like I said, growing up, Mike Tyson in his era was my favorite fighter. Ali was my first favorite fighter. Then Mike Tyson. Then I did some tape research and Sugar Ray Leonard. A lot of them guys, my great. Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr. But at 53, do we even know what to expect? Can hitting pads tell you what he's going to do in the ring? Don't tell me nothing about what he's going to do in the ring. Does it get me excited? Listen, I got to admit, when I watched Mike Tyson hit those mitts at 53, I was impressed. I got to say this. I was impressed. He looked explosive. When I watch Evander Holyfield hit the mitts or hit the bag at 57, he doesn't look explosive to me. Like, I can tell Evander Holyfield has definitely shown age. Even though he is in tremendous shape for a 57-year-old fighter, he is showing wear and tear. He is showing Father Time is right behind him with a watch. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Slowing it ass down. Mike Tyson, listen, I'm not going to lie. Exploding them mitts, seeing him dip like that, throwing those uppercuts and hooks to the body. Bow, bow, bow. Looking like the old Mike Tyson. And I'm not going to lie. A part of me would love to see him come back, weave those shots, boom, 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 in real life, and come back up the left hook. Part of me want to see Mike Tyson just level somebody out. Part of me want to see him give somebody the business. Part of me wants to say yes. Part of me wants to say that because remember I was a fan of this man when he was fighting. Part of me wants to see it, but if you're going to see it, it better be the right opponent. You can give him a year. He trained for Deontay Wilder. That's not a good matchup. If you guys want to fight Wilder, that means you are asking for him to get hurt. Bad. Very bad. Michael Jackson bad. And that's nothing to laugh about. Or Tyson Fury, Joshua, any one of these guys. I'm keeping it 100. What's Blades and Ali and Tyson were my childhood favorites. Listen, man, like I said, Ali was my first. I remember I was in elementary. I don't know what grade I was in, probably somewhere around the fifth. And the first report I did, I remember, was on Ali. I remember way back then, even before I started training for boxing, it was about Ali. I was impressed with the way he moved, the way he boxed. And then Mike Tyson, listen, Mike Tyson was a different animal. He was a different animal. Or maybe he was the first animal. I don't know, man. He was different. That look in his eye. That knowing he's going to cause pain. Knowing that he's going to hurt somebody else and derail their career. But part of me wanted him to do it. Part of me wanted him to retire somebody. Make somebody go night-night when they want to stay up. Debo his ass. Night-night. It's my bag. It's my bike, punk. You want some, old man? Hey, D in the building, what's blazing with you, homie? Prime Mike versus Prime Foreman. I don't know, man. Listen, I don't know. That's a good fight, though. Prime Mike Tyson versus Prime Foreman. He said Evander stutters a lot, bro. I think Mike Tyson coming back because he wants that hunger. Mike is, I don't think, more so coming back for the money. I think Evander Holyfield is more so coming back for the money. I think Tyson is coming back for just to get that feeling again. It's like to hit good dope. It's like good dope. You ain't had it's like you geeking for it. You geeking for it, right? And it's like hitting that good dope and just yes. Even if that good dope kill you, it's worth having that last hit to feel that feeling of high again. See, part of me thinks that Floyd might do this. I hope he don't. See, Floyd Mayweather has been on a high his whole career. Floyd Mayweather been on top, and now no matter what Floyd Mayweather does in his life, he'll never get that high that he got from boxing. Not just boxing, I'm talking like him training for it. Everything is on him. Press conference on him. Commercials on him. Build up on him. Spotlights on him. His name being called. There's nothing he can do as a promoter, as a trainer, as an announcer that will ever let him get that good high again unless he fights. And that's on the outside looking in, I would say don't do it. On the outside for Mike Tyson, I say don't do it. 53 years old, the cranium is not meant to take them hits. Listen, T-Dub in his, I ain't gonna tell you what I'm in. I almost told you. I almost told you. But listen, I know I'm not the same. I'm not no Mike Tyson. I get it. I get it. But I'm just saying, as a guy that's trained and fought and competed, that you just don't take hits the same. Your head don't react the same. Your body don't recover the same. I don't care how great you look in the midst or the bag. The body just don't recover the same. You cannot push it as hard as you did when you were younger. Things tear easier. It happens. Now this is just my thoughts. I think an older head is quicker to get a concussion than a younger head. Do you want to see Mike Tyson come back? And if it goes bad, see, that's what I'm saying. You make the call. Listen, you make the call. There is no wrong or right answer when it's your decision. It's your decision. There's no wrong or right answers. It's your decision. Good decision, bad decision. Matter of fact, while you're thinking about that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Sharing is caring. There's a notification bell. Please hit it. There's 3 tiers to join the memberships. I do got memberships now. There's 3 tiers. Look at them, check them out, join them, become part of what's blazing, help the channel grow bigger. We need to get this channel and get it so big, guys, so we can compete with, like, you know, I want to take this and we can just make it bigger, you know, and really make our mark in boxing and other sports and beyond. But let's get it. If Tyson comes out dominating, he could do well, but if his plan doesn't work, yeah, I know, fantasy fight, exactly. True, Mike's timing is gonna be way off too. Mike Tyson versus Joe Frazier. I think, listen, Mike Tyson versus Joe Frazier, that would have been a hell of a matchup. That would have been a hell of a matchup. Joe Frazier coming in like this here, Mike Tyson coming in like this here. Part of me thinks Mike Tyson. Part of me thinks a prime Mike Tyson. Part of me thinks a prime Mike Tyson will come in and probably catch Joe Frazier with something he doesn't see. Vicious to the body or vicious to the head. But a good fight. But guys, let me get myself into the gym. Appreciate you guys coming. Please subscribe to the channel. Go to my Facebook page, What's Blazing in Sports, or What's Blazing. I do got some merch. Right now, I don't have 10,000 subscribers. So if you guys want to help me be able to grow the channel, please have a friend subscribe to the channel. So once I reach 10,000, I'll be able to you can just come out to YouTube and see everything that I'm creating. Right now, I got the Boxing Geekers shirts in line. I got women leggings for your ladies. Boxing Geeker. Now I got to work on the What's Blazing. I come to the What's Blazing in Sports. Try to come up with different models. And let's go from there, man. If you don't like something, you do like something, let me know. I'm not afraid to modify to help this channel grow and you grow with it. This is your boy T-Dub. Where's Lola? Guys, I cannot do a whole video without Lola. This is T-Dub. I'm back at it like a crack at it. Give me your Boxing Geekers this work. This is my girl Lola. This is What's Blazing in Sports.
What?